Thursday. The week is closing out and there's still so much to be done. And yet, hopefully I wish that you have, or I hope that, or pray that you have achieved much over the course of this week. Look, you know the routine. So, I posted a video earlier today based on a conversation that one of the young brothers that I have grown very close to started out very briefly as maybe some sort of mentor-mentee thing, and it immediately turned into a friendship and a brotherhood that I am so proud to have. But this young brother shared something with me yesterday about he was just sitting up and he was really thinking about life on an in-depth level, and realized that he had become the man that he dreamt about when he was a kid, but he hadn't had time to actually realize it because he's so busy trying to become and level up and do all the things that are the demands of manhood. And the demands of manhood are there. There is a responsibility and there's an accountability to being a man, to being in a position to lead and cover and protect and provide and develop and nurture. All these things are the responsibility of our manhood, the expression of our divine masculinity. And yet we spend very little time embracing who we are, because there's so much pressure on us to be something better. And while we should never be content or complacent in who we are, we should definitely celebrate the journey that we have taken, the progress we have made. And, you know, once again, JD, I thank you for that. But in doing so, in sharing that, I am again reminded of so many things that are so troublesome. I have often, for years, shared the African proverb, if there's no enemy on the inside, the enemy on the outside can do us no harm. And yet I constantly see the internal flex and conflict amongst us, the almost instinctive need to attack those within our circle, and that is male and female. I see it on both sides. We're literally geared and coiled and ready to strike. Women do it to men. You can have something post about men and they will find the negative in it, point the negative out, go get the negative, bring the negative back, drag it across the yard, prop it up, and point to it. Men, same thing. Say something about women and here comes the reasons why they don't deserve what is being presented, what is being asked because of this and because of that. I had someone come to me based off of a question I asked in a video last week. Why do so many men literally despise Russell or see him as a square or a simp? And what I saw is brothers responding to that still had to find a way to attack the woman when they were trying to explain why Russell was a simp. No, I take that back. When they were defending Russell as a man, they said that the men that are hating on him are no worse than the hating ass women that hate on black men. So but there's this drive, and what I've been trying to tell you since I noticed the agenda was that it's being fed. No, it doesn't mean that there aren't men out there doing things to women that's unacceptable, and it's our responsibility to hold black men accountable. It's our responsibility to set up a wall of protection around our women and our children. It's our responsibility to sit up and say, no, you can't do that. And yes, there are some women out there doing some real foul stuff. You see it every day going down. They've turned these young ball players into paychecks. That's not how it's supposed to be done. Are you supposed to be covered? Yes. The man is actually supposed to choose who he's going to cover. That's the way it works. But we've gone out and everything is a game. Everything is a come up. Nobody is thinking about the long haul. Nobody's thinking about the kid that was born solely because mama wanted to make sure that everything was great financially, but daddy's not around, or there's conflict between dad because of the games that mom played. And this is being done on both sides. I'm not saying that that isn't happening, but I promise you, with the thousands upon thousands of hours of research and observation and study, that's not the story and the narrative in the general scheme of things. That's a small population that gets a lot of attention, a lot of airplay, and a lot of media push because that's the narrative they want us to see. They want us to develop an image and an idea of our counterpart, our divine partner, so that we automatically see the enemy when we see them. That we see some kind of game is about to be run. She want me for my paper. He's sitting up, all he want is a piece of tail. All this here, he's gonna cheat on me. When the actual truth is 80% of men don't cheat. That's the truth. That's scientifically studied. Give 2 or 3 to 4% for margin of error, and you still don't have anywhere close to this idea that all men cheat. But that's the thing that, especially when it comes to black men and what black women think about you. Why? They're painting that narrative. Hell, nobody clenches that. We talk about white women clenching their purse when a black dude walk by. Nobody clenches their purse more than a black woman when a black dude walk by, because she's been shown that he's the most dangerous force on the planet. And don't get me wrong, the second leading cause of death for black females ages 15 to 44 is intimate partner violence. The vast majority of those intimate partners are black. The very one that she should be able to depend on and trust to cover and protect her is the very one that's causing her harm. That is a problem, but that is not the general populace. That is an isolated part of it that's going to get a lot of attention. There's some men out there doing some pretty extraordinary things. There's some men making sacrifices and loving on their women. There's some men who had every reason to go completely left on that woman and chose to square his shoulders, hold his head up high, and move on to the next thing. That is happening on a regular basis. There are men out there every day meeting and holding one another accountable and encouraging one another to do the right thing. Stay in that marriage. I know it's a little tough right now, but love on that woman. Stay in that marriage. Be the man that you need to be. Your children need you in the home. That's happening on a regular basis, but we don't see it because we are literally sitting up and we are getting to the point where everything is what is being presented and what's being presented in the mainstream. It's this, it's that, they're this, they're that, and we're biting on it. We're also going by our limited experiences. Yeah, it may have happened to you. I promise you, it probably did happen to you. But that doesn't mean that's every woman. That doesn't mean that's every man. You may have seen it, but sometimes we're in environments that make what we go through likely. We have chosen to be in an environment that's conducive to the things we experience that we lament about. It is time that we sit up and actually start looking at ways that we can improve our situations. It's time that we start sitting up and going, hey, there's something better out there. I'm going to put myself in a position to make sure I get something better. I create something better. I build something better. I do something better. This is about growing. This is about developing. But what I can tell you is we've got to stop destroying one another. And brothers, stop competing with other brothers. It's time to sit up and collaborate. It's time to sit up and come together and build. I've never seen so much competition. But again, that's because we've been commodified. We've been told that the way we get on in the world, the only level of power and relevance we're going to have in the world is how many zeros are in our bank account, and it's how we present that. So we're out there competing with other brothers because we don't want them to have more loot than we have, because that's where the power at. No, the power is in being able to stand no matter what's going on in your world. The power is in being able to love no matter what's going on in your world. The power is saying, I'm going to defend until the last breath in me. The power is in your values, your interests, your principles, and the integrity that strengthen them in what you do and what you're willing to stand on, no matter what you are going through. That's your power. Yeah, you need the bag because you need to be able to cover and protect and provide, but that can't be the only thing you're looking at, because it's going to lead you right past the brothers you should be standing with, fighting alongside, and doing things with. That has to be it. So I'm going to challenge you, man. Men, we've got to come together. That's why I'm so happy and excited about what's going on with Brothers Unfiltered. Every third Thursday, every month, brothers coming together, and I'm moderating, I'm administrating, I'm there, and it's no women, it's just us. It was exciting last month. I'm looking forward to it this month. But we've got a lot of work to do. So that's my challenge to you. Look, if you believe in the work we do, if you believe in everything that's powerful and pro-black, and the things we've done from Black Man Lead to our research program to our program development and implementation, our advocacy in school districts, our advocacy in the criminal justice system, all that work, please look in the description box and give. On that note, look, I'm out of here. You guys have an unbelievable remainder of your day.